So, today we're going to be talking about philosophy and psychology a little bit, and then the main session will be on sound healing. Uh, this guy, he lives in Washington, D.C. Hollis, he wrote a book called The Examined Life. So, what happens to most of us? We grow up, we are born, and then our parents tell us what to do, how to behave, and then we are always trying to make our parents happy. As little kids, we come home with the homework that teacher asked us to do, and we show it to our parents, and parents say, "Oh, very good, very good, very good," and they are happy. One second, okay, let me check my view here. I get a speaker view. I don't see myself. We try to make our parents happy. Okay. Uh, okay, it looks like recording is in progress, and that's fine. So, as little kids, I know because I have grandchildren, they come home from the school and they show their parents, see what I got an A, I got a good mark, my teacher is happy. So, we try to make our parents happy, our teachers happy. Then our parents tell us what to do. And growing up, we are always doing what our parents want us to do. We never do what deep down we want to do. We are growing up like images of our parents. So if our parents were
We
farmers,
can't hear your voice, Lawrence. Your
oh, you
voice
can,
is not reaching us.
now, anyway, oh, what happens as young children, all we do is want to make our parents happy. Then by the time we are 16 or something, either we go to college or we graduate from high school or we get a job or we get married. And we have not really looked into our soul. What is our soul's purpose? Why did we come here? For 16, 20 years of our life, all we did was make our parents happy. But we never asked ourselves, what is it that brought us into this life? Why did we come into this world in the first place? What talents did we have? What motivation? What was driving us? So, and sometimes our parents control us. They say, "Oh, don't go there. Don't go to this place. Just stay in this small, community. Don't mix about with anybody else. Life is dangerous." So we never explore. We never expand. We are just very limited in our behavior, and we lose our purpose in life. So what this guy who wrote the book, it was based on Socrates. I think everyone has heard about Socrates. He lived long, long time ago, 2,500 years ago. He lived at the same time in Greece as Buddha lived in India. They were both the same time. And same looks like they got the same philosophy in their minds. And to see what is your sole purpose, to live your life. You came into this world not just to make your parents happy, you came into this world to give something of yourself. So he says there are four things. One is the duty. What is our duty? The second thing is, I turned it off. Thank you. Okay. So, what is our duty? Then, what is our job? And what is our vocation? Now, our job is like once we are past, once we are married, or once we are on our own, we have left our parents' home. Our job is to earn some money so we can pay for our food, pay for our house, apartment, and rent. And that is our job. And if we have children to pay, look after them, that's the job. Duty is like if we are a soldier or a policeman, that is our duty. If we are not one of those, our duty is civic duty. Keep the place clean. Don't mess up the city or your surroundings. That is our duty. But what is our calling? Deep down, what did we come here for? Is it just to eat, drink, and die? Or is it to share something, to learn something, to, to pass some information on to somebody else? What is our deep down calling? So this guy, Hollis, he was very smart. He got a scholarship. He became a professor. And in America, once you're a professor, you don't have to worry. You got a job for life. But he was very unhappy after the first 5 years, making a lot of money, but he was not happy with his life at all. Just teaching, making money. Then he decided, let me see what is my sole purpose. And he realized his sole purpose is to help individuals going through problems, whatever problems they have with their parents, with teachers, with their partners, with their health. So he left his job, a very safe job, and went to Switzerland to learn about Carl Jung. And Carl Jung taught these different things of how to look into your soul, how to see what's your purpose in life, how to see what is your shadow. Shadow is all these negative ego things that we try to hide underneath. Says look at that and see what is negative and get rid of that. And then he left his job and came back and became an individual counselor. So people would come to him with problems, says I'm having a health problem. And most problems he believes are in the mind. If your mind is not at peace, then it affects the body and it'll show up as cancer, as arthritis, as bronchitis, as all of these other things. So he would try to find out what is it that is bothering them. Usually something in the youth, when they were very young, somebody said something rude to them and they took it and it stayed in the body. And later on, 10 years later, 20 years later, it starts to show up. So he would go do what is called analysis and say, what is it in your youth that bothered you? Was your parents, your teachers, your elder brother, elder sister, something, some deep hurt that is down there? Try and think about it, release it, and forgive them because maybe they didn't know what they were doing. They hurt you by accident. So release all the negative emotional thoughts in your body, in your mind, and then the body will heal by itself. So that is the basis of his teaching. You just examine your life and say, what am I doing? Is this what's deep down making me happy, other than just eating food and going to sleep and going for a walk and exercise? Other than that, what is my sole purpose? Am I satisfying my sole purpose? Am I being did I come here to make friends with people, to be kind, to be help young kids, old kids? Was that my purpose? Was my purpose to just read books? Am I doing that? Is my purpose to do social work? My purpose could be just living a happy life. That's also okay. But find out and make sure you're doing that, and that will bring health to your body. So now, where does sound healing come? Sound healing comes in giving you a chance, giving all of us a chance to just be quiet and listen to what the soul is talking to us. Find out that deep down thing. And you won't get the answer in one session, but over time, something will strike and you say, oh, maybe I should make friends, forgive my brother or my sister, or forgive my neighbor for what they did, or forgive whatever and be at peace. So this sound healing gives you a chance. It's meditation really, but the sound healing helps the meditation. So let's try and do some little sound healing today here. And if you want to go into a relaxed position and try this, I've got a new breathing technique. Usually they say breathe in, breathe out. Count of 4 to breathe in, count of 4 to breathe out. Okay, we'll do that too. But what happens with most people, this is a recent research, some guy in England came up with this. We breathe in like it's coming in, we breathe out. And only it's like a balloon. Just a little goes out, comes in, a little goes out. A little comes in, a little goes out. But the mass of the air, it stays in the balloon. So it's the same with the lungs. We breathe in a little, we breathe out, but most of the air is still there in the lungs. So we'll do this. Breathe in for a count of, let's say, 4 to the nose. Breathe out through the nose for a count of 4, and then breathe out through the mouth. To the mouth. You feel, feel your lungs and your stomach going in, and all the air from the lungs go out. Then when you breathe in again, you'll find your lungs expanding. Then you'll be getting more oxygen. Then your count will, instead of four, it'll go to five or six. So then we'll continue that way for breathe in for five or six to the nose, breathe out through the nose, five or six, and breathe out through the mouth for five or six. So the lungs are completely empty and we get fresh oxygen. Instead of just getting a little oxygen at a time, think of a balloon. You let out a little air, let in a little air, let out a little air, let in a little air, let out a little air. But if you empty the whole balloon, now you're filling the balloon, filling the lungs with air, and it's getting more oxygen for the tissues. You'll feel rejuvenated. Try this technique. Okay? So let's close our eyes, and I will guide this breathing process for about 2 or 3 minutes, maybe a little longer, and then we'll only do sound healing. So take a breath through the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out through the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out through the mouth. Empty your lungs completely. In through the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out through the nose. Two, three, four, five. Empty your lungs to the mouth. Two, three, four, five. You should hear that foo sound when you're breathing everything out. Okay, in through the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out through the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out through the mouth. Empty your lungs. Two, three, four, five. Into the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out through the nose. Two, three, four, five. Everything out to the mouth. Two, three, four, five. Into the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out to the nose. Two, three, four, five. Everything out to the mouth. Two, three, four, five. Deep breath into the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out to the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out through the mouth. Two, three, four, five. Okay, do this yourself. Okay, into the nose, out to the nose, out to the mouth, till you feel empty, and then take a deep breath. Let's do this for 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll do sound healing. Do it by yourself, so you learn to do it, and then I'll come back in, and we'll do 2 or 3 more counts. Learn that habit. So, and during the day too, if you're tired, if you're feeling tired, do this. You'll see your lungs get full of air and oxygen. It's a very good technique. Okay, let's do a count now all together. In through the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out through the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out through the mouth. Two, three, four, five. Into the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out through the nose. Two, three, four, five. Everything out through the mouth. Two, three, four, five. Last time. Into the nose. Two, three, four, five. Out through the nose. Two, three, four, five. Everything to the mouth. Two, three, four, five. Okay. Continue that. Your lungs will be so happy it's getting a lot of oxygen instead of just a small amount of oxygen. You'll really feel rejuvenated with this thing. It's like going for a run. Okay, so now if you want to just close your eyes, keep your eyes open, relax, and feel the sound waves going through your body and relaxing all the tissues that have got so much oxygen because of this breathing technique. going through the skin and then to the vagus nerve. It also goes directly into the ear. From the ear, it goes to the brain and relaxes the brain and relaxes the whole body. If there are any parts of the body that are not healthy, it's because they're not vibrating at their proper frequency. So these sound waves goes in and relaxes, gives that part of the body a massage, whether it's in the bone, in the cartilage, in the tissue, in the skin, wherever it is, it gives it a massage. It helps the blood circulation flow through. If you can try that technique of in breath to the nose, out to the nose, out to the mouth, that will also help you during this meditation process if you want to. This is like the heartbeat. It'll put your heart at ease because it thinks that it's got a partner out there beating to the same rhythm. These are pure natural sound waves with the three of the most ancient instruments known to mankind. One, the bowl, because they used to use a pumpkin gourd, the drum, and the flute. Flute they would use from branches of trees. These are the three oldest instruments. These waves are going through the skin. We have receptors in the skin. We've got what is known as the vagus nerve, goes to the whole body and sends messages and receives messages and brings it back to the brain for calmness and peace. As you do your meditation, ask yourself this question: am I at peace with myself? Am I doing the things I really want to do? And just, if that's the case, just be happy and continue and be grateful that this universe or God, whatever word you want to use, has given you that opportunity, given me that opportunity, given each of us. And if there's something we have to change, let's see if we can change it and go and maybe visit the sick or make peace with some old friend or relative, bring peace and harmony into our life. Okay, let's close this thing with trying to do the 3 point breathing technique, in through the nose, out to the nose, and out to the mouth. Let's do it 3 times. Okay, in through the nose, two, three, four, five. Out through the nose, two, three, four, five. Everything out through the mouth, two, three, four, five. Second time, into the nose, two, three, four, five. Out through the nose, two, three, four, five. Everything out through the mouth, two, three, four, five. Last time, into the nose, two, three, four, five. Out through the nose, two, three, four, five. Everything out through the mouth, two, three, four, five. Okay, this technique will really help put lots of oxygen into your whole body, and it takes it to the brains, to your muscles, and you'll have energy for the rest of the day. Okay, let's do it one more time.
Everybody, I think Lawrence has logged off because I couldn't see him. I don't know whether you can see him. Um, I think we'll end the session because I can't see Lawrence. Also, I think people are having issues logging in. We're going to end this session.